America, the country that gave the world both the iPhone and keeping up with the Kardashians. No wonder the planet is divided. Some countries throw parades when America shows up. Others would rather throw tomatoes. And here's the kicker. The list of who loves and hates the US doesn't look like what you'd expect. Some of the loudest haters secretly rely on America for protection, money, or even Netflix. And some of the best friends, yeah, they're definitely talking trash behind America's back. So buckle up. We're about to unpack who actually loves Uncle Sam, who absolutely despises him, and why the truth is messier than a Taco Bell bathroom at 3 a.m. America's secret admirers, the Lovers Club. Let's start with the fan club, Poland. If America had a ride-or-die best friend in Europe, it's Poland. For Poles, America is basically the older brother with muscles, protecting them from Russia. When Washington sneezes, Warsaw is already offering tissues. Surveys show Poles rank the US as one of their favorite countries year after year. Israel. This one isn't even subtle. Billions in military aid, constant diplomatic backing, and decades of unwavering support. Israel doesn't just like America, it's practically family. And like all family, they argue sometimes, but they'll defend each other against the neighbors no matter what. South Korea. Pop culture goes both ways. Sure, K-pop and Korean dramas rule Netflix, but America still has tens of thousands of troops stationed there. Without US backing, North Korea would be more than just an awkward relative at reunions. The love is pragmatic, but it's strong. The Philippines. This one surprises people. Despite being a former US colony, surveys consistently show Filipinos rank America among their favorite nations. Why? Family ties, migration, pop culture, and honestly, a ton of US fast food chains. McDonald's in Manila, packed. Nigeria. Yes, Africa gets overlooked in these conversations, but polls show Nigerians consistently have high approval of America. US culture, education opportunities, and partnerships score big points there. The love-hate complications. But wait, loving America doesn't mean uncritical worship. Even among the fans, there's eye-rolling. South Koreans gripe about American soldiers acting like frat boys on weekends. Filipinos complain about US meddling in politics. Israelis sometimes clash with Washington over policy. It's not blind love, it's more like being in a relationship where you know your partner is messy, but breaking up would be worse. The haters. Countries who can't stand the US. All right, on to the haters. These are the countries that treat America like that one arrogant guy at the party who keeps interrupting your story to talk about himself. Iran. No surprise here. Decades of coups, sanctions, assassinations, and constant axis of evil branding. In Iran, chanting death to America is practically cardio. Public opinion polls show Americans rank at the bottom of trust lists. Russia. Moscow and Washington have been frenemies since World War II. NATO expansion, sanctions, and Cold War nostalgia mean Russians see America less like a partner and more like the nosy neighbor who won't stop peeking over the fence. China. Another obvious one. Trade wars, military tensions in the South China Sea, Taiwan drama. It's like a soap opera with nukes. Chinese state media spends more time bashing America than hyping dumplings. Yet here's the irony. Chinese students still flock to US universities, and American movies crush it at the box office. Turkey. Now this one's messy. Officially NATO allies, but in reality, public opinion toward America in Turkey is abysmal. Polls regularly show more than half the population distrusts the US. It's like calling someone your best friend while subtweeting them every night. Pakistan. Another toxic relationship. Billions in aid, yet deep public distrust. The US took out Osama bin Laden in Pakistan without even asking permission. Since then, the relationship has been a soap opera of suspicion, grudges, and awkward smiles at the press conference. The gray area, love in secret, hate in public. Here's where it gets juicy. A lot of countries play both sides. France. Publicly, they scoff at America. Your food is disgusting, your culture is shallow. Privately, they're wearing Levi's, sipping Starbucks, and binging Marvel movies. If America is McDonald's, France is the hipster who complains about fast food while secretly eating McNuggets at 2 a.m. Germany. They depend on US leadership in NATO, but half the population is tired of American wars and swagger. Still, German teenagers, they love American sneakers and hip-hop. It's complicated. Mexico. Officially neighbors, unofficially frenemies. Mexicans have major grievances about US policies, yet also adore American music, movies, and jobs. Polls show admiration mixed with resentment, like siblings forced to share a room. India, the fastest growing love-hate relationship. Public admiration for US tech, universities, and culture is huge. But every time Washington criticizes Indian politics, that admiration turns into a middle finger. It's like a long-distance relationship with trust issues. Soft power versus hard power, the real divide. Here's the real secret. Countries don't just love or hate America, they love American soft power and hate American hard power. Soft power is Hollywood, TikTok, McDonald's, Beyonce, NBA, that's the candy. Everyone wants candy. Hard power is wars, sanctions, military bases everywhere. That's the broccoli. Nobody asked for broccoli. The love-hate spectrum basically comes down to how much candy versus broccoli each country gets. Too much broccoli, and suddenly the US is the villain. Lots of candy, and America is everyone's guilty pleasure. So who loves America? Who hates it? The truth is, everyone does both. America is like Facebook. You say you hate it, but you still use it every day. Poland loves America's muscle. Iran hates its meddling. France hates McDonald's but can't stop eating fries. China bashes America but lines up for Marvel premieres. At the end of the day, America is the world's loud, messy, occasionally obnoxious roommate. Annoying, yes. Impossible to ignore? Absolutely. So, what about your country? Team love, team hate, or team it's complicated? Drop it in the comments. And don't forget, subscribe to Unpacking America because we're just getting started.